Dutton has won! The potato, as many have seen him, has won by backstabbing.
Oh.
Ooh. Turn it down?
No, he didn't win.
Oh.
Yeah,
Thank God.
No, he lost. Yeah. The leadership spill between Malcolm Turnbull and Peter Dutton resulted in a 48-35 party room vote in favour of good old Turnbull. Good on you, buddy.
After he lost, Peter Dutton resigned from his powerful frontbencher position as the Home Affairs Minister, and it's a small win. To a backbencher, and it's a small win for human rights activists or people who have moral backbones on refugees or anything like that. With one of these guys,
It'll be up on the screen. Bear with us, but Carabagioiditis? Oh god.
Who is the CEO of ASRC, going, Peter Dutton has lost a Lib spell, which means he's gone as a Minister for Home Affairs. But there's still 1,600 refugees on Manus and Nauru, and still 119 kids on Nauru. Our work is far from over. It's a whole system we need to get rid of, not just one man.
Systematic. That's probably a good term for it. Malcolm's not out of the woods just yet, though. That being said, as ABC reports, there's been a few accounts of people trying to resign and being refusal. So that being Health Minister Greg Hunt, Trade Minister Steve Siobo. They've offered their resignation, but they've simply been refused, which is pretty scary.
It's really just they're trying to reshuffle.
Yeah, reshuffle. Yeah, that's fair. This is on top of Human Services Minister Michael Keenan, who's also been refused, however, as of this report at least. Law Enforcement Minister Angus Taylor, as well as International Development Minister Constanta Fierventi-Wells, are also a part of that. Yeah, the name might be up on the screen. Yeah.
Well, I think the question with the story, the question goes to you. What do you think about this leadership spill? If you're in a different country, what do you reckon about Australia's politics? If you don't even know about it, it's a slice of life sort of thing.
You'll enjoy.
Oh, it's probably better than Trump right now.
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
But I'd love to know in the comments down below.
Greg, how do you feel about rockets?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
How do you feel about rockets being fired at you during a holiday speech?
No, not really.
Oh, well, earlier this morning news broke out in Kabul, Afghanistan, that the presidency was delivering, as he was delivering his a little holiday message, rockets were fired in the direction of the presidential palace.
Well, police initially thought it was Taliban, but Islamic State affiliates issued a casual statements as you can when you're Islamic State, claiming that you fired the Mortar Shells.
Yeah, just
because you can casually just do that. Because why not?
Yeah, absolutely. This incident prompted an aerial response with gunship helicopters bombing the house where the rockets reportedly came from.
And as far as we know, where the rockets hit somewhere near the president's building, the presidency's building, and in the first attack and the second attack near a NATO compound and US embassy. According to the police official John Algenha, I'm sorry if your name got pronounced wrong, there has been no one hurt in these attacks.
The attacks could be heard on the broadcasts, which is pretty good. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani interrupted his message to say if they're thinking the rocket attack will keep the Afghans down, they are wrong.
Well, and this comes at a crucial time when they're trying to, amid a shit ton of assaults of unrelenting attacks on Afghanistan, which
on all levels, in
all,
adults, kids, just everywhere.
In recent weeks, and striking at the heart of them at of unrelenting waves of attacks across Afghanistan in recent weeks, which strikes at the heart of the prompter's fucked. Why the fuck? Thing of trying to make a 17-year war end. World of film news, Danny Boyle has exited Bond 25 over creative differences.
The 007 Twitter page released a tweet saying Michael G. Wilson, Barbara Broccoli, and Daniel Craig today announced that due to creative differences, Danny Boyle has decided to no longer direct Bond 25.
MGM and Anar Parawa Pictures have had put the release date for, and also the name's going to be on the screen anyway, Bond 25 for November 8th, 2019, which we don't know right now. It's unknown whether this Boyle's exit will destroy this possibility, but production was meant to begin in December. According to Variety, their sources said that Enro and Boyle were in the early stages of casting the new Bond girl and villain for the 25th outing of the iconic character. But now the producer will be having to quickly hunt down... That was shit. Quickly hunt down...
Quickly hunt them down! Yeah!
Quickly hunt
them
down...
down.
Quickly hunt down a new replacement. Quickly.
Hunt them down.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Quickly.
The question we'd like to ask you is, who would you like to see as the new director for the Bond movie? Who
Was crammed in at the last minute for that, bro. But is with little information at all.
So essentially, Mr. Cohen, Trump's former lawyer and fixer-upper, has pleaded guilty to 5 counts of tax fraud, 1 count of making false statements to a financial institution, 1 count of willfully causing an unlawful corporate campaign contribution, and 1 count of making an excessive campaign contribution.
With this, he could be looking at 4 to 5 years in prison, with bail set at 5 and sentencing set on sentencing on December 12th, with bail set at $500,000 USD.
With the plea, Mr. Cohen didn't give any names or even Trump's name. However, the amounts and the dates all lined up with payments made to Miss Stormy Daniels and Miss McDougal. In the first payment that was made, it was in coordination and the direction of a candidate for federal office, and the second payment was made under direction of the same candidate.
He also added that he arranged the payments, quote, for the principal purpose of influencing the election, end quote. As well as Cohen's lawyer said Trump should face criminal charges for his role in all of this. Everything.
His guilty plea comes at almost the same time as former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort, who was convicted in Alexandria, Virginia, of 8 financial crimes in the first trial to come out of Mr. Mueller's sprawling Russia investigation.
And we'll have more on this information tomorrow, because this was kind of crammed in at the last minute.
Yeah, this has only come out recently.
Yeah, it came out like an hour after writing this section.
Yeah, essentially.
And a couple hours after, but we didn't have time to fucking get fact checking.
So we'll move more onto it.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Furthermore. Yeah, exactly.
And back to you. Hello. So welcome to the end card. I decided I would split the Beez News show from the main show this episode, at least, because it was a massive episode. We had like 4 segments, and it's like 8 minutes on the news. So thank you for watching. So what's happening is the Beez Show is just the Beez Show that you're watching right now houses the Beez Show, which is a new show, a variety show that will have various different things on it, including the news section. And what I've done is I over-predicted how much news we need for the news, how much stories we'll need for the news, and we've got 8 minutes of nearly 9 minutes if this section comes in of shit, and that's created a problem with me, because I have time. I don't have too much time. on my side, so I've condensed it down, and I've poorly recorded this. I am so sorry. But if you want to subscribe, you can. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. If Instagram, you can follow Beez Greg. With Instagram, that is. With Twitter, you can follow Beez 1919. I assume. Give me a second. Yep, Beez 1919. Or the Beez Show at the Beez Show 1. Yeah, that's it. Farewell.